Hey everyone, this is Philip Sinfukwe. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I've posted anything, but yeah, I got married, so there's that. And yeah, just developing that relationship. And so what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is a trend that I've noticed, and a lot of other Christians have noticed, is Christians just not voting. And I think the comments that I continuously see online is, Christians, their kingdom is not of this world. That their kingdom is of of God, and they shouldn't be dealing with politics or any of that mess. And I think that's a wrong way to think about life in general, right? As a Christian, first and foremost, you have a fight. Right? Your fight is to advance the kingdom of God through the gospel of Jesus Christ, right? His birth, his death, and his resurrection from the cross, and his applicability and his life now for all of us here, right? That life doesn't start when we get to heaven. As a Christian, life starts right now, right? And so that means you are not of this world, right? But you're in the world. Right? And Jesus even specifically said, I'm praying for them, not that you can take them out of the world, but he's praying for us, our safety, and the fact that we are going to be in this world for a time, right? I do believe that Jesus is going to come back at some point, but as we are here, we are to occupy, and we are to pray for the well-being of our leaders and the well-being of the society in which we find ourselves. With that being said, there is prayer, and then there's action, right? And a lot of Christians do not believe in the simple action of voting because either the candidates are too polarizing, or they just do not want to enter into that fight. They don't think that it's something that they need to fight with or for. And that's a wrong way of looking at it, right? Because in either case, you're casting lots, right? As Proverbs often says, the lot is cast in the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord, right? I believe lots, in our case, in our day and age, is our voting, right? We're casting our lots in a particular direction, hoping for a particular outcome, right? And so Proverbs 1 actually talks about making sure that when you cast lots, you don't cast it with the wicked, because their goal, their advancements, their desire is to draw you into their plan, right? So your vote really does matter as a Christian, right? Because a lot of the things that we've received in history, positive changes, right? Ending of racism, the civil rights movement, right? Have been, the Christianity has been very instrumental in bringing about that change, right? And so if Christians are advocating the responsibility, take it with the parable of the talents that Jesus talked about, right? God has given us specific talents and abilities and gifts. As we as Americans, we can actually analyze our talent as this voting, right? We've been given this responsibility of voting in the right direction, because there is a right direction, right? Because you can vote to accelerate heaven's agenda or to accelerate hell's agenda, right? And so when things begin to get hard, make sure that your lot was cast correctly, that the talent that God gave you was not buried, but it was actively put to good use and brought the return that God is looking for, right? An increase. And so that is my plea, that we as Christians will vote wisely, will vote on the platforms that these candidates are presenting toward you, versus their personalities, because First Samuel talks about David, right, and his choosing, his process of choosing. Samuel was tasked to go choose the next king after Saul, and God told him, when he had assessed David's other brothers, what did God tell him? He's like, hey, do not look at his outward appearance, because I've already rejected him, talking about David's older brother. Man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. This is 1 Samuel 16. And so you got to look at the heart. What are the intentions, the thoughts of a man? Are they toward God, or are they toward the devil? and his schemes. And to be honest, I'm just going to be quite clear with all of y'all. I think Donald Trump, his heart, his platform aligns with Christian values more than Kamala Harris's platform. And it's just simple, right? Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom for the Constitution, right? To follow the Constitution when it comes to the Second Amendment and all these other things, and freedom of life, liberty in the pursuit of happiness, life in the womb, right? Life for you and I to speak freely and to share the gospel in freedom, because if these freedoms are destroyed, then we have no opportunity. We have no opportunity to share them, right? And so, or it becomes very difficult to share the gospel, as is the case in many countries like China, Iran. Like, the church is actually thriving in those places. But when there's freedom, the church can thrive and spread the gospel even faster, so that Jesus then comes back faster. Well, I think that's everything. If you have any questions and comments, leave them in the comment section. God bless.